found a family of 4, including 2 small children, nearly frozen to death. They had crossed the border from the U.S. CTV's Kelly Gregg takes us through their ordeal. In the small border town of Havelock, Quebec, it was an early morning rescue. A family lost in the woods after crossing into Canada, including 2 children aged 1 and 2.
There were the 4 of them who were sitting under a tree, completely frozen, unable to move anymore, and just kind of hoping that somebody will find them.
Havelock has 1 official border crossing, but the village about 75 kilometers southwest of Montreal has long stretches of the border that run through the forest and fields.
They were walking in the woods for hours, so they must have been walking in circles without being able to find their way out.
With these strong winds, the overnight temperature felt close to -15. In the heavily wooded area, officers couldn't use vehicles and had to search on foot. They found the family at 4:15 in the morning. The parents had lost their shoes in the crossing. The children were wearing coats, but didn't have any other winter gear.
They didn't have any tucks, they didn't have any gloves, they didn't wear boots, they just had shoes, they had sneakers.
The region is monitored by helicopter. In January, Quebec's public security minister said there are 800 officers patrolling what's known as the Swanton sector. It's one of the most heavily trafficked areas, going both ways. Last year, of the 26,000 crossings going into the U.S., 19,000 of them, nearly 3/4, were here. Advocate Rivka Augenfeld says there needs to be changes to how people can claim refugee status.
We can only plead with the government to go back to something that's more humane and more respectful of people's human rights and more respectful of people's rights to seek asylum, to make a refugee claim.
The RCMP says in recent months, it's getting frequent search and rescue calls.
People that are helping them to cross the border, they will just tell them, go in this direction and cross a field, cross wood, and then another field, and you'll be in Canada. However, it is not that simple because they don't know where they are going.
The family was taken to hospital in Chateauguay to be treated for hypothermia and is expected to survive. Kelly Gregg, CTV News.